Hello, so it looks a bit gloomy this morning. I think it's just the light on the camera rather than in here. I can see what I'm doing, sorry you can't see very much. Welcome back as we today come to the next in our Advent Antiphon series. And actually, I stopped and smiled for a moment there because it seems very appropriate that it looks to you as though I'm sitting in the darkness. Actually, I'm not. Because here is today's antiphon in this Advent series, these ancient verses that take us through the days of 17th and 23rd. O morning star, splendour of light eternal and sun of righteousness, come and enlighten those who dwell in darkness and the shadow of death. Now you see where I'm smiling a bit at the fact that it looks so dark. O morning star, come and enlighten us. Now I'm sure that it's no coincidence that this verse is traditionally set actually for the evening of this day, the 21st of December. It's said on this day every year, on this day which is the shortest day of the year here in the Northern Hemisphere. It's the day of the deepest darkness physically in our world, but that means that it is also, since ancient times and before the time of Jesus, been also a day of hope. Because from this day onwards, even though we have much winter still to come, the days get longer. It's a long time before the effects of that rising light are seen in the nature of our world. Spring is a long way off, and this year perhaps it feels further off than usual, but it will come. And we had the promise of longer days to point us towards that. Now, there's an interesting side point on this. Letting you into a bit of a secret, we don't actually know on which day of the year Jesus was born. It's not recorded anywhere in the Bible. And even if it was written down in there, then we're not sure quite which year it was. We know that it happened. What we celebrate this Christmas and every Christmas is not an anniversary, but a truth. A truth that the morning star has shone and shines still. The truth that God has become one of us and still shares our humanity. As for the date, well, it was quite a long time before the church started celebrating Christmas as a big thing. Seems surprising now, but actually, at first Easter was the central festival of the church's year. We've always known when that happened, at least by the Jewish calendar, which is why it dots around in ours. And it's always been at the heart of Christian life and faith to celebrate the rising of Jesus. But Christmas took a bit longer to become established. And the date, in late December, only became really settled as the good news of Jesus began to take root here in Northern Europe. And one theory, and by the fact I'm telling you it, you can tell there's one that I think is probably right, is that as the Christian missionaries came and preached the good news of God become one of us, they found that at this time of year, the pagans of Northern Europe, especially further north, with long dark nights and short, still cold days, treasured this time of year as a time of new beginnings. They celebrated. They prayed to their gods that the spring would come back, that the days would get longer again, and of course they did. And so the Christian missionaries taught them that this new life, this new hope, this rising light of dawn was not due to Woden, after whom this parish is named. Did you know we're one of the handful of parishes, I think there are there are just about 4 parishes in the Church of England named after pagan gods. It wasn't Woden, it wasn't Zeus, it wasn't any of the gods that they worship by name, but it was Jesus who brought new light to the world. And so his birth, the dawning of this new light, came to be celebrated at this time of year when we need light and hope. Now that verse takes words from the prophet Malachi, from the very ending of the Old Testament, the rising of the morning star, the sun of righteousness. And today, on this shortest day, we come to Jesus for hope and light. So just for a moment, be still and breathe deeply. Center yourself upon God. And remember or imagine the most beautiful sunrise you experienced. The colours of light. The growing light. The beauty. The sense of newness. How did that feel? And in the dullness and darkness of this shortest day, open your heart to the light of Jesus rising. Perhaps picture him before you, but still remember the feelings of that early dawn. And in a moment's quiet, talk with him about what's coming today and all that's on your heart. And remember that even when all seems we're sat in darkness, the light still shines, and it will grow from this day onward. O morning star, splendour of light eternal and sun of righteousness, come and enlighten those who dwell in darkness and the shadow of death. Amen. Have a great day, and may God be with you.